Hello everybody, I'm Susan Scoggins. I am a speech pathologist with Houston Area Parkinson's Society, and this is another Speech with Susan. We're going to be working on exercises for the strength of your voice, breath support, swallowing, and a little bit of cognitive exercise afterwards. So we're going to get started, and we'll do some exercises where you're doing an ah sound and holding it for 20 seconds. We'll do it one time, and then pause the video and do it about 4 or 5 more times. But you want to try to hold your ah sound for 20 seconds. If you can hold it longer, great. All right, here we go. Taking a big, deep breath. Here we go. Great. Pause the video and do it about 4 or 5 more times. Welcome back. I'm sure you did it. Let's do a high-pitched E. The purpose of this high-pitched E is that when you swallow, your larynx goes up. The larynx also tilts a little bit forward, stretching the vocal cords, giving you the melodic intonations that we have in our normal speech. Typical of Parkinson's, there is a monotone type quality or perception of their voice. And what we want to do is keep that inflections that we have in our voice when we're asking a question or when we're excited, our voice goes up and down. So let's do the high-pitched E. We'll do it 5 times, one right after another, and we'll hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. So here we go. Again. 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 Great. Next on the list is the Masako. And I've explained it in other videos, but in case this is your first time here, this is where it's a swallowing exercise, and you're sticking your tongue out between your teeth and your lips, like that, and you're swallowing. Normally, the tongue goes back to swallow. All your life, the tongue goes towards the back of the throat to swallow, but you've got it forward, making that posterior pharyngeal wall work a little harder to reach that base of the tongue. Swallowing is a valving action. It involves several valving. Your lips are one. Your soft palate is a second. Posterior pharyngeal wall moving forward is another one. Epiglottic inversion is another one. Opening up the upper esophageal sphincter, which has negative pressure because it's always flat, and then the food and liquid go in there. Important to have that flap over the airway, which is right over here in front of the esophagus. So with this exercise, you're sticking your tongue between your teeth and your lips. Keep it there, and then swallow. Not easy to do the first time, but once you do it many, many times, it's very easy to do. You can kind of see a little bit of movement in my neck, and that's where the larynx is going up. Like that, okay? So pause the video and do that about 4 or 5 times. Okay, I'm sure you did. Let's do the Mendelssohn. Mendelssohn is where you're doing a normal swallow, and you're holding your breath, and you're holding your breath at the peak of the rise of the larynx. So the superior laryngeal muscles pull the larynx up, and you're holding it there, working these muscles here. What happens is that hyoid bone goes up and towards the chin, flips over and covers the airway. The epiglottis covers the airway, which keeps you from aspirating your food and liquid. So I'll take my glasses off so you can see a little bit of strain on my face because I'm holding my breath. So I'm going to swallow normally, stop at the peak of my swallow, and then I release. So you're holding it for 3 to 5 seconds and doing it one right after another. Now, it's not easy to swallow one right after another normally. So what I tell everybody to do is take a sip of drink and swallow normally, and then you have some residuals in your mouth, and you can do that as the next swallow with the Mendelssohn or Masako. Great. All right. The next exercise is one that I'll just tell you about. It's very good to do. Typical of Parkinson's as it progresses in the later stages is that there is a loss of sensation of monitoring the saliva. We swallow maybe 1,000 times a day. We produce about 600 milliliters of saliva a day. And as we age, we kind of start hunching over. Gravity kind of pulls the saliva towards the lips. And if you don't have a tight labial seal or a good labial seal, it will start drooling. So what we want to do is we want to maintain this tightness in our lips, the strength of our lips, the word's just lost. But anyway, so what you want to do is just pucker your lips and hold for 60 seconds. Watch the clock, and the last 10 seconds pull tighter. Then after the 60 seconds, switch quickly to a smile. Feel the sensation of the lips as the muscles that were contracted are now stretching, and the buccinator muscles are now contracting, which were stretching when you were puckering. So you're smiling. Maintain a labial seal, very important. Don't show teeth. And you hold that for 60 seconds with the last 10 seconds pulling tighter, because as the time goes, there's a little bit of release of the muscles, and you want to give it that one last push. All right, so do that. Pause the video and do that. Okay, next exercise is the cervical exercises for the neck. So we've been working tight muscles, the smaller muscles inside the neck. Now what we're going to do is work the muscles that are a little bit, they are the supportive muscles. And so it still works the smaller muscles for the voice and swallowing, but it also works the muscles for that support those littler muscles. So chin to the right shoulder, drop your left, and let's hold. Okay, chin to the left shoulder. Feel that sensation on this side. Drop your right and hold. Right ear to right shoulder. Drop your left, pull it back. Chin at 2 o'clock position. You should feel a stretch from your chin all the way down through here, and even with that shoulder pulled back, you'll feel it into the shoulder. Good. Left ear to left shoulder, drop your right, pull it back, chin at 10 o'clock position. A good stretch from the chin down to the neck and all the way to the right shoulder. Good. Last one is just chin to chest. So you're just dropping. Now we're stretching the muscles on either side of the cervical spine. Okay, great. Last exercise. So what's real important is maintaining breath control as you speak. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale through the nose for a count of 3, exhale through the nose for a count of 8. So I'll count and you just do the breathing. Lips are closed. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Last thing we're going to do is a little bit of a cognitive or thinking exercise. And this one is, these are well-known sayings. And I'm going to give you the first part of it, and then you finish it. And these all have to do with parts of the body. So these are well-known sayings that have to do with a part of the body. For instance, put your money where your mouth is. Good. Button your lip. A bundle of nerves. Joined at the hip. Have a lump in my throat. Go weak at the knees. A slap on the wrist. A bleeding heart. Have the upper hand stick out like a sore thumb. A kick in the head, or kick in the knees, or a kick in the butt. The long arm of the law. Very good. Wonderful. Thank you for joining me in this exercise. Please join. I do a speech class on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30. You're welcome to jump in on the Zoom class. You just need to contact hapsonline.org and they can set you up. There are lots of other classes. There's other speech classes, physical therapy classes, yoga classes, Tai Chi. Boy, I'm just kind of throwing lots of classes, lots of support, and a lot of resources that HAPS has for you. Oh, they have boxing too, which is fantastic. It was great having you joining me, and I would strongly encourage you to look at what all HAPS has on their webpage and how they can help you. Again, my name is Susan Scoggins. I'm with Houston Area Parkinson's Society as a speech language pathologist. I'll see you next time.